Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. This one is going to be, I believe, part 12 in the Hanna Karlzon Color Along Limited Palette themed series that we're doing. And we are going to finish this bottle today, the one that is gold, and we're going to continue bringing balance to this page like as in the previous two videos. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to try to pull some of the pink and the glitter over from this side of the page and the center over here so that it's just kind of all balanced. And I was actually thinking of adding purple because that was the one color in my palette I had not used yet. And I'm trying to kind of challenge myself instead and just stick to the least amount of pencils that I need to. When we did the limited palette, there were 18 pencils in total, and purple pencils were some of the ones that were chosen. I think I really would much rather just continue with what we were doing, where I showed you why balance is so important on the coloring page and what I did to be able to add balance to this image. So we are going to continue doing that today, and as you can see, I have pink over here on this side, and then I've added the pink in the center, and so the only thing left to do is to try to kind of add pink to this bottle as well and make this bottle kind of pink and glittery and everything. It looks like we've got like some little gemstones that are kind of on this bottle, and I just would imagine this decorative area being kind of glitzy and whatever. So I'm going to bring in my Stickles, of course, and we may use a little bit of gel pen. I don't know, I've not decided, but we are going to start just by adding some pink. As you can see over here with the bottle topper on this side, the pink and the gold look really pretty together. So I think that we're going to continue doing that today. If you are just stumbling across this video, there is a whole series and a whole playlist. This is, I believe, part 13. So I will make sure that I have that playlist linked below so that you can find it and start on this color along if you choose to. That playlist will always remain on my channel, so you're able to access it anytime you like and color this page in Magical Dawn. Yep, in Magical Dawn whenever you would like to. So if you enjoy videos like this, please make sure that you do subscribe to my channel and also turn on your bell notifications. And please do give my video a thumbs up because it really does help my channel out a whole lot and puts it in the recommended feed for others that enjoy videos like this. Let's go ahead and get into the video. If you saw my last video, you'll notice that I did come back and color a little bit of this in off camera because I was just doing it with like the yellow reddish goldy tone that we had already done. All of the portions of the bottle that are not going to be pink, at least most of them. And then I believe like all this decorative area, we're gonna go ahead and start with pink. So I have my mahogany red and I have my deco pink, my favorite pink that I always use for highlights. And then I also have my regular pink. So we're not going to use a whole lot of the mahogany red, but that's what's going to create this look right here so that it just really stands out, and then we're going to pull it through with our lighter colors. So let's go ahead and come in here. I think I'm going to do these areas right here coming around the stones just a little bit darker. And let's do those first and see what we come up with. And I decided to do these a little bit darker just because I kind of went out of the lines, which is fine. I think we all do that, but I did go out of the lines in a few spaces, and I got the other colors kind of here, you know, in these spaces that are going around the gemstones. So with that being said, I just want to make sure that I'm using a dark enough color to kind of color over that so you can't even tell. Like I always tell you guys, everything is fixable. So if you get out of the lines, It's really not a big deal. And then I'm going to come back in here with my pink, and I'm going to pull this through a little bit, and it will also change the color. So we're going to pull these through like this. And I just really want these that are on the outside to be a little bit darker. I use my Deco Pink to come in here and kind of just blend this out. So now that I'm looking at this after I have colored some of those in on the outside of the gemstones, I'm thinking that I might come back in and change something on those. But let's go ahead and try to color some of these gemstones in and see what we can do here. I'm just going to put this red straight up on the top, and I'm going to do it kind of dark with quite a bit of pressure. Not real hard, but I guess maybe kind of medium pressure. And I think I'm going to pull it down just a little with lighter pressure so that I could come back with my lighter color and just kind of pull it out. And I think I'm going to do that with my Deco Pink. And let's see here. And I'm going to leave some of the white right here in the center. I'm just kind of pulling that down. Or that does look pretty. I just really want them to look like they are gemstones. So you would do that by leaving some of the white. And that's kind of the trick to creating that look, is just by using your darker color and then pulling it down with a lighter one. And then of course you can always come back and change it however you want. So just kind of go slow, so that way, I think this one came the best. Just kind of go slow so that you can come back and adjust it. And that is how you would do that. And I think I'm going to come back with the mahogany and just kind of go right at the top and add more color just to kind of make it stand out on those. And I'm seeing that already the outer part, I'm going to come back and I'm going to do something different because I don't care for how those look now with these colored in. So I'm just kind of spreading them out just a little bit more. I may need to bring in my posca, we will see, just to kind of really highlight that white part. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going with this, but I think I'm going to come in and just kind of do this line here. And I'm going to make this pink. Of course, here on the outside, I'm going to go a little bit darker. And I'm going to do that on all the outsides. Now, if you'll notice up in here, I also used this mahogany red. So it's like the mahogany red going right up against the mahogany red, but when you mix your Prismacolors together, you can create other colors. And that is kind of what happened there, because I went over it with my Spanish orange, and so it made the mahogany red look like it had more orange in it, and it kind of changed the color. But with this one, I'm going to come back with my Deco Pink, and I'm going to pull it out with the Deco Pink. And that just makes it more of a darker pink instead of turning it orange. That is the one thing I love about these pencils. You don't ever think that you need like the 150 set, because you can create the colors that you don't have just by mixing 2 or even sometimes 3 of the colors together. And then I'm going to come in with my white and I'm just going to pull these through and create my highlights in the centers. This one is just straight up pink. And I'm just adding a little bit more to make it look a little bit pinker where I laid the mahogany red. And then to create some more definition, I'm just going to come back in with my mahogany red and just do this on the outsides to make it look kind of reflective. And by doing this, I'm just making the white areas stand out even more because there's more of a contrast. Okay, so I think those are good. I'm gonna add a little bit more white. I might come back in with my posca on all of these. I don't know, the white Prisma is doing a pretty good job. And then I need to come back in here and fix my gemstones, or actually finish my gemstones. And notice I'm coming from where the white is and I'm moving up towards where I laid the color because I don't want to drag the color down into the white. And then I can come back in here and I can create a little bit more depth by just doing this with my mahogany red. And I'm still thinking I'm going to do something else with the outsides here. I may just use glitter. Let's bring this one and pull this one down just a little bit more with our pink, because I don't think I used the pink in these originally. There we go. That's pretty. And I think let's go ahead and get these done here. And what do I want to do with those? Let's see. Just add a little bit of this at the top, and I think I'm just going to kind of pull it down. I love the pink with the orangey yellow tones. And then I'm just going to pull these down with my Deco Pink. And of course these are going to have glitter on them. Of course, you all know I'm going to use my Stickles because Stickles are life. I'm just adding a little more mahogany red. Again, just for depth. Okay, I think I like that. I'm wondering if maybe we should, oh, I didn't do the little, I had done these, but I never pulled it through. Okay, I think we should do these up here now. And so I'm gonna come and with my mahogany red, and I'm just gonna do this a little bit darker at the top, and then I'm gonna pull it through just a little bit lighter. And over here in the corner, we're gonna have more of a shadow, so I'm gonna kind of just go all the way down the side here. And I'm going to do the same on this side. Okay, so let me come in this time with the pink, and I'm gonna pull some of this out with the pink. And again on this one, and I think we'll come down on like this. I love these colors together. And then here we're going to pull this one through just a little bit more because I would assume that there is more shadowing on this side. And then we're going to come with our Deco Pink and we're going to kind of burnish this out. I think I may need more pigment on this one. Definitely. So let's come back with our mahogany. And I think we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of the mahogany down in here. I think I might need to sharpen my pencil a little bit more. And then I could just pull it out with my Deco Pink. Let's add a little bit more pink here. I just still really want it to look somewhat reflective on the whole entire bottle, so I don't want to do too much. And then we'll come back and just pull this through. We have to kind of burnish this out. I could still see a lot of the way to the paper. These colors are so pretty together. The orangey yellows with the pink. I love it. And then when we add that glitter, that is the most exciting part because then it's going to look a lot like this one that we did over here. See, now I'm coming and really emphasizing this pink. But I like it because, I don't know, that's why I go slow, because I may have to come back and change my mind. And I just really want this to stand out. And I want it to just kind of pop off of the oranger areas. And then I've not figured out what I'm going to do the outside, or how I'm going to do the outside part yet. I don't know, I keep wanting to bring in my gel pens, but I just don't know yet. Okay, now I'm just kind of adding more pink and blending this out a little bit more. I can't be the only one that just absolutely loves pinks. I love adding pink to my coloring pages. Oh, that's better. And then I'm going to have to come back and just burnish this out with my Deco Pink. And I don't want to go too far in the center because I want to be able to come back and See, when I went over that, I was barely pushing because I want to come over that with white. So here I have my white. And again, I'm just going over the center because I don't want to pull too much of that color through. And see how the white just kind of finished that off? I love it. So pretty. I think we're going to come down here and we are going to start adding some of the pink in down here. Pink or red or whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead and start down here. And again, I'm only putting the mahogany red in the corners. And this part will be fairly easy. I think I'm going to go ahead and set this to music, and I'll do that right now. And we are going to do this area here, and it is going to be pink as well. So I'm going to, right here where it's meeting the other part of the bottle, I'm going to add more of the red in there. And again, this is just creating depth. And I don't know what I'm going to do. Those are probably, these little areas right here will probably be gold. We shall see. But I want them to be able to kind of pop off from the other color and have that contrast. So those areas most likely will be gold. Okay, and then we're going to come back with our pink and we're going to pull that through. I'm using a lot more of the pink in these areas because I just kind of want all of this to really stand out a lot more. And the pink really helps to pull that mahogany red in a lot more than the deco pink does, because there's too much of a variation between the other colors. So this is kind of the mid-tone. That helps to just bring it all together. Okay, so now we're going to come back with our deco pink and we're going to finish that out. And try to use a little bit harder pressure here down at the bottom and get rid of these lines down here. Okay, so far it looks okay. Okay, and I'm going to come in here more with my mahogany red, and I'm just trying to create more depth down here at the bottom just to create a separation. And I'm going to pull it in even more with the pink. I think that looks good. Let's see what we could do with the deco pink now and just pull it all together. And then I could always go over it with the white or even again my posca. But I think this is working well to bring it all through. And I'm just kind of leaving a little bit white here in the center part of this decoration because it's the center and I kind of again want this glow to kind of go straight through the center of the bottle. But as always, if you just continue to keep going over with your lightest of colors, that is what will help to burnish. And then like you see me doing here, if you want to create more depth, you always can come back with your darkest color. So I just have to turn this way so that I could get a better angle because I have too many things laying on my desk. I'm adding a lot more of this mahogany red than I originally thought I would, but I just kind of like the way this deep mahogany color is looking. And I'm just trying to kind of pull it through a little bit more down on the bottom. And I'm going to come back with my pink again and kind of pull all that out. And I have a good amount of pigment down on the paper now, so it really helped to get rid of the white that is behind there. And then I'll come back with my deco pink and I'll blend it through a little bit more. Just in the areas where I feel like it needs it. Like right here I see a harsher line. And so I'm just kind of blending that out. Oh, I think I really love it. That is so pretty. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. These are also going to be the pink shades. So I'm going to color those in and I'm probably just going to set this one to music right now. Okay, so now we're going to start filling in the top area up here and probably also do these little decorative, what are they, gems or stones or whatever sitting at the top of the bottle. So again, I'm just going to add quite a bit of the mahogany red because, and I'm going to come down the sides. I'm doing this pretty much just like I did the other side, so that I've got enough color to pull through, and I'm going to do it a bit darker because I really want that contrast. So I'm kind of using like maybe a medium pressure. And then I'm probably going to come back with the pink and I'm going to pull that out. I love the way this is turning out. I'm kind of starting to go a little bit faster now that I really kind of have an idea of what I'm doing. And I have a feeling I'm going to need a lot more color in here just because it's a bigger area. So that should be good. And then we're going to come and we're going to pull it out with the pink. And as you can see, I'm just kind of going like in sort of a circular motion because all I'm really trying to do is just kind of spread the color. I love these two colors mixed together. Okay, so now we can come back with our Deco Pink and try to kind of burnish some of this out. We'll see if we have enough pigment laying on the paper to be able to do this. I think I may need to add more, a little bit more pink. But I think we have plenty of the mahogany red until I come back and try to add a little more depth. But I think this is really going to pop off of the gold because I think I'm going to do these little dots here in the center so that they're gold, just so they kind of pop off the page. Time to come back and go ahead and fill in these little dots here, and I'm going to do that with the yellow orange colors and fill those in, and then I'm probably going to go over those with glitter because I really think that those should have glitter. So while I'm filling those in, I am going to just put this to music. So I was thinking that I was going to come back here and I was going to do these like in orange, but now I'm thinking if I do these like really dark with the mahogany red and then I go over them with my hibiscus glitter, I think that they'll be beautiful. So I'm just going to be kind of daring and I'm going to do that. because I love how the more red colors rather than just the pink is really just popping off of the golden yellow colors. And like up here, it's really making it look like it has so much depth, especially up here at the top. So we are going to go ahead and do that, even though it looks like it is almost the same color. And I'm not going to do it all the way through. I'm going to leave a little bit of white in here. And I'm going to do it here at the bottom with the mahogany red. And then I'm going to pull it through with probably the pink. But I think I want the red to be a little bit more pronounced so that these are still lighter. So I don't know how much I'm actually going to go over the mahogany red because I kind of want to keep that color. I'm just pulling through the edges instead of going all the way to the top. I think that's really pretty. I'm going to come back with the mahogany red, and I'm really going to darken that up. Just because I want there to be a difference between the two areas so that one stands out amongst the other. I love this color. I think we have enough of the mahogany red down, and I'm going to just right in here. I don't want to go too far over the mahogany red because, like I said, I don't want to change the color of it. But I'm going to kind of come into these areas and just do that, and then I'm going to come in with my Deco Pink, and then I'm going to pull it through. And I don't want to really leave too much white there because I'd rather have the Deco Pink color there, because this is going to be gone over with Stickles. Okay, so now we're going to do this part here, and that is also going to be pink. And I think while I do that, we are going to speed it up to music. And now we're going to come and we are going to do the very tippy top part of the bottle. And that was my mahogany red again. This is my pink. And of course I'm leaving the white space again. And then we're coming back and just pulling it through with our Deco Pink. And then I'm going to come back up here at the tippy top, and I'm going to emphasize with my mahogany red and give it more depth. The same way that I would color bubbles. And I'll come back and pull that down a little bit. And then I will come back and again go right in the center where I want the white so that it doesn't pull it through. And it looks like it pulled it through too much, or I probably had a color on my white pencil. So now I'm going to come back with the Posca to try to fix that. And so we are just going to add a little bit of Posca in here to cover that up. Remember what I told you guys, everything is always fixable. And I think that I want to just kind of add some Posca in here. And in here, told you all to come back with my Posca. Still have those glitter pens sitting there staring at me like I just want to use them, but not yet. Oh, Posca makes all the difference. Look how pretty. Sometimes you just need to dab it out so that you don't have the rough edges. And look at me messing things up. That's okay. I'll fix it. Just like that. And right here, see, nothing is ever messed up. I hope that's the one thing. If you guys have learned anything in my videos, I hope that is the one thing that you learned, is that there are no mistakes. Because everything you can come back and fix. Absolutely everything. And I do it all the time. And I think we need some more Posca down here. There's not a whole lot of paint coming out of my pen right now, but that's how I want it, just so I don't lay down too much, because I really like how it looks. And then we are going to come down here with our Posca. Oh, look at the difference. How pretty. Okay, so now we're going to finish this up, and we are just going to color in the areas that we have not colored in yet. So I think we're going to come down here, and we're going to do this part here first. And I have my Spanish orange. my mahogany red. And I'm going to pull it through again one more time with my Spanish orange. And then my canary yellow to just kind of brighten it up. This way it stands off of the pink. And then a little bit more of the mahogany red up in here, just to create a little bit of depth, but of course I'm probably going to go over these with glitter. So, but I'm using a glitter. I'm going to use the, my gosh, I can't remember the name of the color, but Sunburst, and it is not very opaque. So you'll still be able to see all the colored pencil right up underneath it, so it'll really just kind of pop off the page and stand out. And I'm looking back here and I think I need a little bit more depth in these. I always do that all of the time. I'm like, oh, this doesn't look the way that I want it to, and then I always come back and fix it or alter it. Okay, so now we're going to come up here and we are going to do all this decorative part, and this is all going to be pink. my posca, and I'm just going to add in my little finishing touches. So now we're just going to come in and we are going to glitter it up and make it sparkle. So I have my Stickles, my two favorite colors, the colors I've been using on this whole page. I used them all up in here and everything, and it's just so pretty. So we are going to bring that over and do this one too. And we are going to go from the top to the bottom and just kind of alternate colors, because when you're laying your Stickles down, you don't want to go back and forth because you don't want to lay your hand in it if you're doing a lot of areas and mess up what you've done. If you didn't already see my Stickles video, I'll be glad to link that up in the right hand corner and down in the description, but that was such a fun video. If you don't know what Stickles are and you've not seen some of these videos or where I did this, you might want to watch that video. We are just going to lay that down. And I'm not going to lay too much because I don't want to go too much over the white area. I just want to make it glitter just a little bit. Okay, and I think I'm going to add just a little bit here at the tip. Oh, I love it. I don't want to put it on the whole thing. I just want to put it in these areas and then over here. And then I need to come in with my sunburst. And we are going to do these dots. And on these, I'm going to do the whole thing. Like I said earlier, these are not opaque, so you'll be able to still see your pencil underneath it. And everything you see me using in this video, it will all be linked down in the description. And I will have all the specific colors and everything, so I'll have links where you can find the hibiscus and the sunburst colors if you love these. Of course, there's lots of other colors. Okay, so we're just lining this area right here. And these are the ones where you have to be, when you're using the Stickles, you got to be a little bit more cautious because you just kind of have to squeeze it until it comes to the top and then pull it, because it's just such a little skinny line. Okay, so those are done, and then the next place we're going to add glitter is right in this area. Look how pretty. And then we are going to go over these again. These are the ones that I was, around here is where I was debating using gel pen, but I think glitter will work just fine. pretty. Glitter just adds so much to your page. It's almost like it just brings everything together. And then I'm going to do these little hangy beads at the bottom. Actually, I think I want to do just kind of like the tips of these. Oh, I love that. So we'll do the tips and just come down the side on each one of these. And then we are going to do a little bit here. I am going to need to buy more Stickles because lately I've gotten really carried away. I just love them so much. Okay, so we've got all that. And then we are going to move down here to the bottom part of the bottle. And we are going to go over this. And then I'm going to do just the top of these. Again, just to kind of match what I did in the other areas. But of course, I don't want to go over the posca. So that's why I'm only doing the tips, because the posca's helping to create depth. So I want to be able to go over this. This is my sunburst now. And I'm doing the sunburst down here. And then at the way, way bottom, I have a lot of glitter on this one. And I think that's all for the sunburst. Oh, I see what I forgot. These were supposed to be glittered too around here. That's why I did them so dark. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh gosh, how pretty. Oh, what a difference it makes. I'm telling you, if y'all don't have Stickles, you need to get some. Because this is just the best part of my coloring pages. Oh my gosh, that is so gorgeous. It looks like an actual decorative glittery bottle top. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Is that bad that I absolutely love my own work? That's like so bad. I don't know. Okay, so, oh, I forgot to do here. Trying to keep my hands off the page so I don't accidentally stick my hands. And look, right as I was saying that, I stuck my hands in the glitter. I'm doing great. Oh, right as I said that, I stuck my hand right in the glitter. So now the glitter is where I don't want it. Not that it matters. And then I just fix that area, and now I just have a little extra glitter on my page. Oh well, right? Can never have too much. Okay, so let me go back to where I was, and I just want to kind of add a little bit in these areas, just kind of on the edges. But not all the way through, and not where I've added the posca. And right here, just doing it on the tips. So, so pretty. Okay, so where are we? So we are down here now, and we are going to do these here. Oh my gosh, this is going to be the most glittered bottle. So beautiful. And then these right here. I love these glitters that are not opaque because they just really make the whatever you're covering, so they create so much depth. Okay, so now we need to do all of these down here, and then I think that is the last of it. Oh my gosh, I love this bottle. It's my favorite one on the entire page. You guys will have to let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. Okay, so there is our finished bottle. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm totally in love with it. So as always, anything you've seen me use in this video, whether you're looking for the Stickles or even your 150 set of Prismacolors or the Posca pens or even this beautiful coloring book, I'll have all of that linked down in the description so you guys can easily access those. Do also make sure that you subscribe to my channel as well as turn on your bell notifications so that you always know when I post a video. I hope you all have a great day. Happy coloring. Bye.